Dogs have been our loyal companions for thousands of years, sharing our homes, our lives, and sometimes our gardens. But if you've ever watched your dog enthusiastically digging a hole in the backyard, or even in your favorite couch, you might have wondered, why do dogs dig? The answer isn't as simple as you might think. Digging is a natural canine behavior, and there are a surprising number of reasons behind it. To start, it's important to remember that dogs are descendants of wild canines like wolves and foxes. In the wild, digging is a useful survival skill. Wolves dig to create dens, which offer shelter from harsh weather and a safe place to raise their pups. This instinct hasn't disappeared, even after generations of domestication. When your dog digs, it's often their ancient instincts coming to the surface. One of the most common reasons dogs dig is to create a comfortable, cool spot to rest. On a hot day, the earth below the surface is cooler than the air above. By digging a shallow hole, your dog can lie down and cool off. This is especially true for breeds with thick coats or those originally bred for warmer climates. So, if you notice your dog digging and then lying in a freshly made hole, they might just be trying to beat the heat. Another reason dogs dig is to hide or retrieve objects. In the wild, canines often bury food to save it for later, protecting it from scavengers. This behavior, known as caching, is still seen in domestic dogs. If your dog has ever buried a bone or a favorite toy in the backyard, or even under a pile of laundry, they're following this age-old instinct. For some dogs, the act of hiding and later finding a treasure is just plain fun. Some dogs dig because they're bored or anxious. If a dog doesn't get enough physical or mental stimulation, they may look for ways to entertain themselves, and digging can be a satisfying activity. For dogs left alone in the yard for long periods, digging offers both exercise and a way to pass the time. Similarly, dogs with separation anxiety might dig as a way to cope with their stress, especially if they're trying to escape the yard to find their owners. Certain breeds are more prone to digging than others. Terriers, for example, were bred to hunt burrowing animals, so their instinct to dig is especially strong. Dachshunds, originally bred to chase badgers underground, are also notorious diggers. If you have a breed with a history of digging, it may be harder to curb this behavior completely, but understanding its roots can help you manage it. Sometimes digging is all about exploration. Dogs experience the world through their senses, and the ground is full of interesting smells and textures. Digging allows them to investigate what's beneath the surface, whether it's the scent of a mole, the roots of a plant, or just the cool feel of the dirt. For a curious dog, the act of digging is an adventure in itself. Finally, some dogs dig just because it's fun. Like children building sandcastles at the beach, dogs can find joy in the simple act of moving earth. The sensation, the smell, and the satisfaction of creating something new can be deeply rewarding for them. So, the next time you catch your dog digging, remember, they're not trying to ruin your garden or annoy you. They're following instincts that have been part of their DNA for thousands of years. By understanding the reasons behind this behavior, you can find ways to redirect their energy, whether it's providing more exercise, mental stimulation, or even a designated digging spot. After all, a digging dog is just being a dog.